yourself in your hands. Please lead on.
I will start leading them in direction to the farm.
Okay.
I bring up the rear.
Oh, the caboose.
I'll be giving the last rites to the Templar last. And would it be too much out of character to grab the pouch of coins?
No, you can grab it. You can definitely grab it.
Not like as in a thief type move.
This Templar actually had been giving you shit the entire trip, man. So this is some pretty good retribution for you.
Do I actually see this? I'm not deliberately looking, but do I see it?
No, you don't. No, he just kind of
Okay.
snatches up the coin bag real quick.
Cool. Okay.
You don't. Okay,
The
so
guy would disapprove.
all right. So for about, you guys are actually rushing, but you're not being too hurriesome. Because you actually are concealing tracks, you're being as quiet as you can, and you're actually able to travel it's probably about 2.5 to 3 miles, probably about an hour and a half you spend getting to the Full Door Farm. And I'm going to actually move you guys to a new map now. Alright, and you guys are here, and you can actually set the map on about 70%, and that's a pretty good size. And it is dark out now, so this map does not represent darkness, but it is dark. It has several houses around. You know that, especially. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call real quick. So yeah, Elephant, you know that you've actually done some work for the Full Doors. You've done a little bit of manual labor, and you've actually done a little hunting for them as well. And they've actually allowed you to stay here for several weeks, so you could actually have a place to stay. And so they are actually a really nice people. And as you get to this area, you sense something is wrong. You do see that the chimneys are blowing smoke out, but not at maybe just sort of like a trickle, sort of like their wood hasn't been added to the fireplaces or the cooking pits, and you can actually see some signs of carnage across the farm, especially when you move to the east a little bit. You actually catch the corpse of someone, and you actually recognize it, Elephane, as the corpse of Kelton. And Kelton was one of the other farmhands, and he is lying bloodied in the vineyard field. And circling and squawking over the fields, everyone is actually noticeable of large black-winged carrion crows. Some even have glowing red eyes.
Can we spot the fact that they have glowing red eyes?
Yeah, not all of them do, but you can actually see that some of them do have green red eyes, not green eyes. My bad.
Would we know what? Well, sorry. Would I know? Sorry, what that actually could potentially mean?
It could mean that there's some darkspawn around. So this is actually you guys can move your tokens and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you got also Aziza and Bella, take your hit points and mana down by about 25%. I'm going to move you over here, Elephane, because you've actually kind of scouted ahead, and you actually found old Kelton here, and he seems to be ripped up pretty good. And it seems to be fresh within the last 30 to 45 minutes as well. I mean, the blood is just starting to coagulate and everything.
Can I tell what the marks are from just by
It,
looking at them?
it seems like it's almost the same type of wounds that you encountered back at the uh, the sacked caravan. Not
Okay.
quite, but it looks like a slashing, sort of like wolves or something that has a slashing attack in that nature.
Alright, I'll move back to the party and inform them of what I've discovered and tell them that we need to get indoors as soon as possible.
Okay. I walk over to the door and I knock.
You hear absolutely no answer, and actually the door is unlocked, and it just kind of, as you knock, it just kind of pries open a little bit.
I turn my head and go, Elephane, can you go scout their house out, please?
This
You're a
is
little quieter than me.
this is actually this first house here. This is actually the house of Kelton, and this was one of the farmhands' houses that actually the full doors actually allowed the farmhands to live in. And as far as you remember, Elephane, you don't think he had any kind of wife or any children or anything like that.
As Elephant walks past me to head towards the house, I kind of like
Yes, it
really
is,
quietly
Arrow.
say to
We were playing
her,
Dragon Age, the
"Did you
role-playing
know
game."
these people?
Yes, I've worked here before.
I'm very sorry for your loss in that case then.
I'll say my thanks and walk towards the door and check for any signs.
I'm getting very tired. I must rest.
We know.
And you do know that there are several other houses around as well. Mainly towards the middle of the farm is where most of the other full doors live. There's three or four families that actually make the full door family. So it is actually a rather large family.
I will take a peek inside the door to see if anybody, and whisper softly, to see if anybody's alive inside.
You go inside. You're really cautious. You do not see anything. Nothing looks disturbed. Nothing like that has happened. So there's no ransacking or actually, and there's over the cooking chamber. There's an actual pot of stew. You actually go inside, and you open up the pot, and there's a pot of stew that is boiling as well. Looks to be sort of like a Finch type of stew.
Whilst that's going on, I'm keeping an eye out over the sort of surrounding area to make sure that there's no movement, or if I spot any movement, or if I see that the crows that that are flying around kind of make any kind of aggressive move or seem to act strange in any way. I'm just keeping an eye out for everything that's going on around.
No, you can definitely hear them because you can hear them squawking, but every once in a while you'll see a pair of eyes kind of fly over. But it's getting to the point now, and it's not the type of, well, it's not the part of the month to where the moon is out, and it's not really lit outside. It's really dark, and there is some cloud cover, but you do hear some wings flapping once in a while, and you do see a pair of eyes zip by real quick. But you can't actually literally see them, just flying and hovering overhead. You just can't see that.
Yeah, no. I turn to Aziza and the Canary and say, I think we really need to get inside. It's getting dark now, and I don't want to be out here if any more of those dreaded creatures attack us again.
Miss Elephant, is the house secure?
The house is secure, but I really need to check on the rest of the families here.
Okay. I'll lead the way, then we'll have Elephant at the back and the strangers in the middle.
Okay. So I guess Elephant is going to lead towards the center of the farm.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, you do notice, Elephant. You know that you are not alone. You can sense something is watching you and probably hidden in the shadows. You can actually sense this. and you know that there is more than one.
I'll inform the 2 mages to keep close to the Canary for now.
Did I forget to introduce my Canary?
We haven't done that yet.
We haven't had a moment yet.
I kind of turn my head and I go, "My name is Alexander," if I forgot to introduce myself.
I just kind of look at him with a slightly incredulous look, like you do that now? Like, we need to get inside. We can sort that out once we're safe and inside. Let's just get inside.
Okay. So, as you guys get here, you do notice that you do start to hear snarls. You also hear barks, and you see hideous creatures, and you all actually recognize them as blight wolves. And there are 5 of them, and they have surrounded you.
And we have friends.
And that is actually what you had said, Stellafane. And they actually appeared out of the shadows. And it looks like they are closing in for an attack. So this is our first combat, guys. I'm excited.
Let's do this.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative. I'm going to roll 1 initiative for the wolves. And I want you guys to roll initiative. And I will open up the turn tracker. And we'll do it.
Sorry, I accidentally rolled that twice. I'll take the first one off.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't have the roll open for you. Alright. So it looks like we've got our rolls. It looks like Bella is going to go first.
Did you take my first one with the 12?
No, I didn't.
I accidentally rolled
okay.
it twice.
Alright, so it looks like Aziza is going to go first. And Aziza has a 16. It looks like the wolves are going to go next, which is not a good thing because there's a bunch of them. You guys are surrounded. Man, you guys are going to die first combat. No, I'm just kidding. So let's see, who is next after that? It looks like Belle is next. Then it looks like Alexander and Raven. Who wants to go first between you two?
I'll go first, if that's alright with Raven.
That's fine.
Okay. The muscle. Alright, so I'm going to make your tokens just a little bit bigger as well.
Is there like any significance with the fact that this particular one looks bigger than the rest, or is it purely just that's what you grabbed?
That's just the way that the token appears.
Cool.
I didn't adjust it anymore. Okay, so you can go up to about 100. We can go up to about 100% on this. It'll give us a good visual. And also, you guys need to take into consideration that combat and speed is measured in yards in Dragon Age. But unfortunately, in Roll20, you cannot measure movement in yards. So what we are going to do is we are going to calculate yards to feet. So 1 yard is 3 feet in Roll20. So if your movement is 13, then you will have a total of 39 feet movement per round. So that is what we're going to do.
I've all my conversion of everything on my character sheet already.
Hey, what's up, Styles? Alright, so combat has started. The wolves are closing in. They are getting close. And Aziza, you have rolled high initiative, and you are up first.
It appears that I have a base-like weapon. I will draw that. Ready?
Okay, that is a minor action. You can still get a major action.
I'm just trying to figure out the exact spell book I need. Are all those available to me?
Okay, your spells there are all you have to do is scroll down, and towards the very bottom you have 3 spells. You have healing, rock armor, and flame blast.
Okay, I see that now.
And then you can also physically attack as well with your Morning Star. And in fact, I think don't you get Arcane Lance as well as a mage?
He will
I
do,
believe
yes,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a magical item. A magical spell.
Arcane Lance shoots an arcane bolt of energy, but it basically works like a ranged attack, and it does not cost any mana to actually use.
Okay, this one is within the feet, so 16 yards, 11 feet.
What are you trying to use, Arcane Lance?
16 yards would be 48 feet.
So that's
Yeah.
within range.
That would be within range if it's within 48. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, let me get it back up.
And
Say about this arcane lance?
uh,
Sorry, magic spell.
what exactly does Arcane Lance do, Crypt?
Arcane Lance basically fires a bolt of basically like an arcane energy towards the actual creature. It works like a ranged attack. It needs to, you basically like roll to hit against the creature's AC, and it will do 1d6 plus I think it's 1d6 plus 1. No, sorry, 1d6 plus your magic modifier of damage on a hit, and it costs no mana to actually use. It's basically a mana-free ranged attack.
Spell damage.
I think there is a. You don't have to actually literally attack against the armor class. Arcane Bolt, all you have to do is roll 3d6 plus your magic, and you have to roll higher than a 10. If you roll higher than a 10, that means that your target number was successful, and that means that your spell automatically hits.
Is that house rule, or because it doesn't actually normally have a target number you have to hit against the AC? Is that, have you house ruled that?
Arcane Bolt?
No, it's Arcane Lance.
Oh,
It just
Arcane
fires a
Lance.
bolt of
Okay,
arcane
I'm looking
energy.
at Bolt. My bad. That's my bad. Okay, then
No, that's cool.
then Arcane Lance is armor class. Then my bad. I thought you
It
said
is, yeah.
Arcane Bolt. All right. So yeah, you are hitting a defense of 12.
So 3d6 plus my magic is 3.
Yep. There should be a macro in there for you to hit macro.
Yes.
Yeah, you just want to put in your bonus, your
It's
magic
the,
bonus, or spell power, whatever it is. Decrypted could tell you that. He knows more about the mages than I do.
Basically, for Arcane Lance, you roll 3d6
Plus
and
your
you
magic.
add in, yes, you add in your magic.
And you are hitting a defense of 12.
Well, just for this first try, I'm going to go ahead and use the dice roll.
Okay.
So I need 2 hit macro. I
Okay,
see a
no
lot of
problem.
Attack macros, but 2 hit. There we go.
That is a hit. Your Arcane Land slams right into this Blight Wolf, and you can go ahead and roll your damage.
And that's plus magic.
Your damage is 1d6 plus your magic modifier.
And also, you'll notice that, see, you had a 4, a 3, and a 3. Now I'm going to explain to you, seeing that you are pretty new and you haven't really read anything up on Dragon Age yet, the actual role-playing game, see how you rolled a 4, a 3, and a 3? You have doubles there. The first die that you roll is always considered the dragon die. That's just how we do it, because there's no way to actually have 2 white dice and 1 red die roll on the screen. So the way that we do it is the first number is your dragon die. So you have a pair of 3s, which is a double. Basically, we'll put this in D&D equivalent terms. That's basically a crit. So there are no actual crits in Dragon Age per se, but there is called stunt points. And seeing that you did have doubles, and it did hit, that means that you would take the dragon die, which is your first die rolled, and that is a 4. So what you're going to want to do is open up the stunt handout chart, the stunt charts handout, and you can scroll down. It is the second batch of spell stunts, and you have 4 points to spend on an extra type of damage. So you can use imposing spell, you can use fast casting, which fast casting will allow you to shoot another arcane bolt or arcane lance if you want to shoot another one. So you could actually spend all 4 points and cast another arcane bolt, or you can use 3 points and cast or take the mana shield or mighty spell, skillful casting, or puissant casting. So what you have to use all of the spell points though. That's the one thing. You can't save them for another round or anything like that. You have to actually literally, you have to spend them.
Okay, I'll do the first one over here, the west side.
So you're going to be attacking this guy here, right? This
Yeah,
blight.
that one's the first one.
Okay.
I'll use these stunt points to attack the one towards the middle near the body.
Okay, so your damage on the first one was 5.
David, quick question, if I may.
Sure.
Is that house rule? Because Arcane Lance normally does the combat stunts, not the spell ones. It's the only spell thing that a mage does that actually does combat stunts, not spell stunts.
It's
Did you change
it's
that
a
yourself?
cast. So it's
Okay, so
faster
you changed it,
casting
cool.
is
No problem.
I didn't change anything. I'm just going by the rules. So yes, roll a second to hit roll on this wolf down here. And that is a 12, and that is actually a hit as well. So roll your damage. See how you had no doubles? So that means that you didn't stunt. But anyway, even if you did roll doubles, you wouldn't have done any. You wouldn't have been able to stunt again. You can only stunt once per round. That's how that works. So, very nice job. You guys see Aziza just shoot 2 arcane bolts out. And even you, Bella, you're a little impressed by this actually. You're like, wow, that's pretty tough.
Considering he was only sent here as my assistant and is
Yeah.
a actual healer by nature, yes.
Yeah. All right. So the first Blight Wolf is going to run in, and he is going to engage. He or she is going to engage Alexander. I see that you have a 14 armor class, and he is going to attack. I just need to read one thing about the Blight Wolf, because the animals, they do stunts as well. So, okay. So the Blight Wolf is going to attack you. It is an 11, and that is a miss. So the second Blight Wolf is going to move in and also attack Alexander. And that attack is a 14, which is a hit. There is no stunt involved. So your damage taken, you take 5 damage. The Blight Wolf bites you for 5 damage.
I kind of giggle.
Mm-hmm. You'll be giggling as 3 more bite on you too. Well, all right. So the next Blight Wolf is moving in for an attack. This is the one up north. He is moving in towards Elephane and is going to chomp at Elephane. What is your defense, Elephane?
13.
13? Okay, that's a 14 with no stunt. And your damage is 8. And what is your defense rating?
Armor is 2.
Okay, so you only take 6 damage. And to go back to Alexander, the damage that you took, please take off your armor rating modifier as well for your soak damage. Alright, so the fourth wolf is going to move in and attack Bella. And what is your armor, Bella? 12? 13?
12, yes.
Okay.
12.
So, oh my god. That is a 20 and 5 stump points. Ouch.
I
So
die.
no, you're not gonna die, but
I know.
Ooh, you're gonna take 9 damage. Please take your soak damage off. So
I
your
have
armor
0
rating.
soak.
Okay. Ooh, so you're gonna take 9 damage, and I'm gonna do a stunt on you as well. He's going to do lightning attack and basically get another attack in on you.
Cool.
And that is a hit. And you take another 8 damage. Wow.
I wasn't going to die, eh?
What are you at right now?
I'm
man.
completely fine. I'm at 3.
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, so the last wolf. Wow, this is going to be a pretty tough encounter for you guys. And the last one is going to engage on Aziza. And Aziza, you are hit also with 6 stunt points, 17 versus defense.
Good lord.
You take 5 damage. You take another 6, total of 11 damage. Holy shit. Wow.
Party wipe first encounter. Holy crap.
I'll tell you what, this is I'm rolling really good actually. Alright, so now we've got some important Bella, you're up now. What are you going to do, Bella? You've just been rocked with 2 bites that have you've never felt this pain before, and you're pretty bad off.
I'm just looking at how far away from the house I am. Where is the door to this this building here?
Right on the end.
Let me just double check my move speed. Which of
Man,
the,
this is ridiculous,
wolves
man.
did, Aziza hit? Which ones were it, please?
This one is the one on the bottom is almost dead. He's seen better days, and the one on the left has also seen a lot better days as well.
I will just attempt an arcane bolt shot on. Oops, sorry, I have my measure tool there. On this one here.
Okay.
Sorry, not arcane lance. Sorry, I misspoke. Arcane lance.
Okay.
So that's 16
That is a hit.
is no doubles, and I will do
You have no stunt points, I see.
no
So.
doubles. No. What's its armor rating, please?
Right, Marvin. His armor, you hit him. So
Okay. No, I mean sorry. His armor rating for his
Oh,
soak.
his-
Does he have any?
his soak is 3. Nice. This first wolf dies.
And I think I'm following shortly afterwards.
Alright. Alexander, you
I
are
would
up.
then. Oh, sorry. I would then like to move, if possible, to
Sure.
a slightly like more defensive position in the middle of the group there, if I may.
Okay, you can do that. Most certainly. Most certainly. Alright. Now, Alexander, you are up.
I stabbed the one that bit me.
Little stabby stab. Captain Stabbin.
I can't remember. Do I have any bonuses to hit?